through these doors is presented by Gate City Bank.
What can be done today to create a better way of life? We can end hunger, homelessness, and violence. Acts of kindness, compassion, and teamwork bring us together and keep our community safe. Every day at Gate City Bank, we're building a better tomorrow and a better way of life.
For 10 years and 199 episodes, this program has brought great memories.
Around the defense of the forehand, he scores! And another highlight reel goal for Greg Pinjula.
Believed it, you earned it, and guess what? You raised it.
Pretty surreal. Gotta thank all these North Dakota fans for coming down and supporting us. They've done it all year.
For the hockey program, past and present, it has been about being a part of something bigger.
You know, at first, I think we're all a little bit hesitant to open up the doors and really give that inside view. But they were absolutely right. I mean, what a home run. And as you look from first episode to what it's grown to now, I think it's awesome.
You get a really cool way for fans and people outside of kind of this core group here to kind of get a little insight on what's going on, kind of with the program and guys, and kind of know the culture that we have here. So I think for that to be around that long and put together that many episodes, it's pretty cool and pretty special to be a part of.
It's awesome. I mean, you've got, of course, alumni that I get to work with every day, and a lot of those are hockey alumni. And it's awesome to see those that maybe don't live around Grand Forks that can tune in to watch this. That they're watching the games, they're following on Twitter, but to be able to almost meet the players without meeting the players, I just think is really special.
It's great. I mean, it started up right when I was a couple of years into my pro career. And just a great way to keep tabs on the team and seeing, how guys are doing, if things have changed. Obviously, when the building got switched up a little bit and had a little remodel, it was awesome to see that, and it just makes you feel a little bit, still connected.
We're talking about our program, and the first thing that comes out of a lot of people's mouths is, I tune in all the time to Through These Doors, and I can't wait for the Thursday nights to when it gets released and all that stuff. And it just kind of makes us think about how powerful it is, the message of what our brand is. And we have a very strong culture and a very powerful brand here, and for people outside of Grand Forks, outside of North Dakota, to kind of wait for Thursday nights to see it, it's very impactful, and it's a brand that we built up and we're very proud of, and we want to continue to do.
Yeah, I definitely remember a few times, when like freshman years and whatnot, guys would kind of make fun of me, for my and everything like that, saying they would criticize me for my public speaking, I will say, and it just kind of bring a smile on my face. Obviously we all know we're joking, and it's just fun to mess around with the guys.
I remember is kind of the building, the Bast one. I actually just watched it a couple days ago, and I remember I was kind of watching it, and they were talking about how my brother was a big chirper and a pretty funny guy in the locker room. So I mean, I obviously knew that he's a pretty funny guy myself and being around him, but to hear what his kind of teammates had to say about him, and it was pretty neat to watch.
Just getting asked about a certain guy on the team, and then you getting to kind of make fun of them, but also bring them up and talk them up a little bit was my favorite part of doing the episodes.
There was one recently that I watched on just people's rituals and things like that, and that's one thing that really maybe I remember the most about playing in North Dakota was the rituals coming from a small town in Warroad, and we definitely had some stuff in high school, but when we got there was a lot more rituals that you through the coaching staff and other things that you kind of picked up on, and some things that I still do.
Loved watching Paula do on him. I always thought it was so funny, and we had such a tight group. We were lucky that way and still are really close, but everybody always just seemed to try to get him out of character, get him to laugh, and his interviews seemed to take longer than everybody else's because of that.
Looking back at the history of the program prepares this team for the future.
Me about leading into a big weekend like this for everybody there in Grand Forks, people that'll be watching from around North America and the world. It's that tie that there is between the players, the fans, and how interwoven and how tight that is, that honestly that make weekends like this exciting and fun for everybody.
Especially for this weekend, I think it's great, the Through These Doors, like being able to watch the old ones, because what always I feel like comes up is the past history, and you guys do a great job kind of bringing up the past history of the rivalry, which just kind of is fuel to the fire almost, and gets you ready for game day even more so, and brings a lot more excitement to the game. So
I'm gonna go back to the tradition culture. I mean, that obviously is a massive rivalry, and it dates back, I don't even know how long. Long before I was even thought of. So, to be able to play in it now, it's pretty surreal, and I'm really looking forward to it.
now we're finally here, and guys are building their week, and we've had a really great week of practice here, and now it's about trying to execute with discipline in that weekend. But going back to the previous series, I think what's neat about it is we can always go back to seeing the highlights and whether they're positive or negative as far as not getting the right outcome, but a situation where we look at it and how those games are played, and just helping us kind of reiterate how impactful this weekend is and how special.
I remember going to Gopher games when I was a kid. Got a little something. Yeah, right there. You guys just won't stop talking until they're up the stairs, I know.
No, it's not.
Unless you can not hear that, but I think you can probably hear it.
Good. I